Speaker Adam Schiff finally concedes, says still zero proof of Trump-Russia collusion. By Jim Hoff for thegatewaypundit.com. Democrat Congressman Adam Schiff has been a key figure behind the Trump-Russia witch hunt since day one. While on The View, Schiff admitted that everyone has known for quite a while there is no evidence of collusion. From the Federalist, Representative Adam Schiff conceded Thursday there is still no evidence President Trump or his campaign colluded with Russia to win the election, and made a point of distracting himself from any charges of treason against the president. Schiff has been driving the Trump-Russia collusion narrative on behalf of his party for months, from his seat on the House Intelligence Committee, claiming recently he has seen more than circumstantial evidence of collusion. But he offered nothing substantial to back up his claim when pressed on The View. To get specific and acknowledge hard proof of collusion may never materialize even after an intensive and months-long investigation by special counsel Robert Mueller.
Hi, Congressman. So I think at this point in time, it's really difficult for me and many Americans to differentiate between what is overhype and what isn't. You've said on more than one occasion that you've seen ample evidence of the Trump campaign's Russia collusion. Last March, you said you had more than circumstantial evidence of treasonous collusion with Russia. What specifically were you referring to? And please be specific, because if it's true, I do believe Americans have the right to know a year later what that is.
Well, I've certainly said that there's ample evidence of collusion. I've never used the word treason. Only Steve Bannon has used that word. But if you look at the facts that are already in the public domain, they're pretty damning. Starting with what we know about George Papadopoulos, one of the few foreign policy advisors for the campaign. We now know that Papadopoulos was approached by the Russians and told back in April of the election year, even before the Clinton campaign knew, that the Russians had stolen Clinton and DNC emails. And we also know that they previewed their dissemination, the anonymous dissemination of those emails with Papadopoulos back in April. Now, it was only weeks later that the Russians made a second approach to the Trump campaign, this time at the highest levels, at Trump Tower, in a meeting that they previewed by saying that they wanted to offer incriminating information about Hillary.
Is it enough for Mueller to bring charges? Because if it isn't enough for Mueller to bring charges, what does that mean?
Well, what it means that
charges
and
of collusion.
This is a very important question, and that is what's Mueller's job and what's our job. Bob Mueller will make the decision whether there is proof beyond reasonable doubt to indict and convict people. It is not his responsibility to tell the country what happened. And indeed, there's no guarantee that the country will ever learn what Bob Mueller finds apart from an indictment. It's the job of the Congress to tell the American people what happened. Whether it reaches the standard beyond reasonable doubt, or we merely find clear and convincing evidence of collusion. So it's important, I think, that we set out the facts for the public, set out the facts about what the Russians told Papadopoulos, about what the Russians did in setting up that meeting in Trump Tower. Now, bear in mind that meeting in Trump Tower, which takes place after the campaign is alerted that the Russians have these emails. Don Jr. is told, hey, at the highest levels, ultra-sensitive, we have information incriminating about Hillary Clinton as part of the Russian government effort to help Donald Trump. That looks a lot like collusion to me.
Oh, that looks like collusion to you, but Hillary going and getting Russian from an informant, using Russian informants to get dirt on Trump, paying for it too. That's not collusion, right? The dossier wasn't collusion, right?
And you're a former federal prosecutor.
Yes.
I just think Mueller
and you're a formal prosecutor, like she says. Yeah, you're a formal prosecutor, but the fact is, do you mention anything about your buddy Hillary Clinton? Outright collusion.
And end up charging him. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors.
It's just
yes.
rough.
Thank you.
But we won't know.
Wait, let's just rewind that there.
And you're a former federal prosecutor.
Yes.
I just think if Mueller doesn't end up charging him, it's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Yeah, thank you.
She says, Whoopi says it's a lot of BS. Did you guys catch it there? It's not that loud.
It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Yeah, thank you.
But we won't know. Until Congress, you know what I'm doing. I'm rapping you, and I'm so sorry because you should have been here the whole hour.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. But you know what? Whatever's going to come out, we're going to hear it from you before we hear it from anybody else. I hope from the committee, not just you. Thank you for coming. Come back.
I would love to. Thank you very much for having me.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, did you see Whoopi's face? Well, former Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice delivered a blunt message to Representative Adam Schiff. When both appeared on The View Thursday, Rice expressed the hope that the House Intelligence Committee will soon conclude its investigation into Russia's meddling in the 2016 election.
Get done it together.
Let me just say that I've spent a lot of time in Washington, and I know you've got a really hard job, and I appreciate what you're doing for the country, but I really hope you can wrap it up. The country needs to get back to business, so that's my greatest hope is that this gets done, and this gets done. And by the way, I just want to say on Robert Mueller, this is somebody I know. I worked with him. He was FBI director when I was National Security Advisor. I have enormous respect for him, and he is going to do this in a very fair way, and so I just hope we can get it done.
So,
yeah, I appreciate what you're doing for the country, which is making a mess out of it, might I add, but I really hope you can wrap it up. Condoleezza Rice tells Representative Adam Schiff her hopes for the Russia probe. The country needs to get back to business, so my greatest hope is that it gets done. This gets done. Yeah, okay, time to move on, yes? What now, Schiff? More pressing matters at hand? Well, you could see even the liberal media is starting to realize this is a sham of an investigation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.